Natalie and Ashley.
Oh.
And today we're going to talk talking about motivation. And today we're going to talk about motivation in psychology, like what we learned in AP Psych last year. And, well, actually, technically it was 2 years ago, because we're going to start 2 years ago. Wow. Time goes by fast. Enjoy high school.
You almost just hit me with that marker.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's like right there.
Anyways, so the first thing I'm going to talk to you about is called the management theories. And there are two theories, Theory X and Theory Y. Very descriptive, we know. And it's basically how to use the motivation in the business world, or basically any kind of workplace that involves managers and employees and all that stuff. Theory X is basically when the employer believes that his employees or her employees are only motivated to do their job well when they are given a reward, such as like a bonus check or, a better parking space or whatever. Anyways, and then Theory Y is basically when the employer believes that his employees are motivated internally, such as they believe that they should produce good work and they believe in their work and they want to make quality work and they want to do that for that satisfaction of knowing that they are working well and what they are doing is important and it matters and all that good stuff. It's actually the better of the two, because when you're internally motivated, it's more likely to produce a better quality result versus when you're just being paid to do it or you're being motivated by outsource, like a better parking space or more cookies if you're trying to study or whatever.
About is the instinct theory, and basically it's really simple. It just means that we're motivated to do things by instinct, and it is a theory, so it's not necessarily strictly proven and it doesn't apply to everything, but a really good example to use is like with animals, especially salmon. If you think about salmon, every time a salmon's born and it leaves, it instinctively feels or knows that it has to swim back upstream and go to the place where it was born to mate and die. And that happens every time. Unless they can't make it, which that sucks for them, but sorry.
C'est la vie.
It's, But, so yeah, they're instinctively motivated to do it. Another example that we thought of was, sorry, bears. Right?
Yeah.
You said something about bears.
They know to hibernate. It's their instinct to
hibernation. That was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And squirrels and storing food. They know to do it because they just know. Anyway.
The next theory we're going to talk about is the drive reduction theory, and it's very basic. It's when you are motivated to maintain a certain feeling. Like, we don't like feeling hungry. So when we start to feel hungry, we eat to maintain the non-hungry feeling, and we like that feeling because you're full, your stomach, you have your energy to go hopscotch or jump rope or whatever you want to do, skateboard. I'm thirsty. See, she's thirsty, so she's gonna go and get her bottle of water that was originally mine but she took from me.
Sorry.
And she's gonna maintain her not feeling thirsty feeling because she's drinking. And that's going to make her not feel thirsty anymore. So that's basically, it's just to maintain like a homeostasis. If you want to put it in scientific terms, it's maintaining your biological homeostasis.
Next is the arousal theory, and we have a graph. So basically, it's kind of complicated. It kind of doesn't make sense at first, but we're going to try to explain it. This is our graph. And it's called the Yerkes and Dodson. I don't know. And basically the bottom is stress and anxiety, and the side over here is performance and efficiency. And what it means is that if you're not very stressed, you're not going to do it. You're not going to do anything. For example, if your teacher assigns you a project and it's due in 3 weeks, are you going to do it right now? No, not really, because you have 3 weeks. So you're not very stressed, and so you're not going to do it. And then as the weeks go by and your stress level gets higher and higher and higher and higher, you're going to feel more motivated to do it, which means your performance, which is over here, is going to go up. And you're going to be more efficient about it, and you're probably going to get the project done. If you wait too long, like the day before, you're going to get so stressed out because it's a really big project and it's a big grade that you're probably not going to do as well on the project, and your performance level is going to, wrong way. Yeah, we're going to have to...
No, we're not. Keep going.
Basically, your performance level is going to go down, which means your project's not going to be as good, you're going to do it too fast, you're going to be too sloppy, and you're probably not going to get as good of a grade. So that's basically what this is saying. So don't let yourself become too stressed. Don't do it.
Yes.
Don't. It's bad. Bad. Your turn.
Okay, next thing is called Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And can you hear me? I'm going to point. Okay, Vanna White here is going to point. And basically, it's a pyramid of what a person to survive needs to have in order to survive and feel comfortable or whatever. And it goes from bottom to top. And so your first thing is you need to fulfill your physiological needs, which is, making sure you have enough food to eat and you have clean, fresh drinking water. Because if you're stranded on an island, don't drink the ocean water because that's salt water and it'll dehydrate you and you'll die. That's harsh, but it's true.
Our island is also our example.
Yes, I'm using an island as an example so that you can probably visualize this a little easier.
It's going to be recurrent.
Yes.
At the top.
Okay. So basically, once you fulfill, you find your coconuts and bananas, and
if you're on an island,
and you find your little water spring that's fresh water, and you're all good. Once you fulfill this need, you can move up to the next need, which is safety needs, which is basically, making sure that you are safe, secure, and you feel like you're in a stable environment. So, it's basically you have shelter to keep from, the elements and, a place to put your things, and you're secure, you feel safe, you can handle the animals and you can handle a situation if it occurs. So that's that need. And then when you move up to the belongingness need and like the need to be loved. So
I love you, Natalie.
You're my best friend.
See, that made us feel really good.
You did. Right here. Makes me feel all warm and gooey inside. Anywho, the belongingness is basically, everybody feels the need to belong and to be accepted into society. No one likes to be an outsider.
Right there, cliques in high school. Right there.
Right. Gosh, everybody, or,
a large majority of people, at least.
Yeah. And then you also have a need to love somebody or something, and you have a need to be loved back. You want somebody to have those same feelings for you, which is where relationships can fall into. Yeah. And then your next need...
friends.
Or friends, yay.
Friends are nice.
Yes, your next need, once you fulfill belonging, you have to work on your self-esteem. So, your self-esteem is very important because if you don't feel good about yourself, you're probably not gonna, go out. You're not gonna be outgoing. You're not gonna go and do things that, maybe interest you because you might be afraid of what other people will think of you. But you have to have that self-confidence, because if you don't have confidence in yourself, how do you expect other people to have confidence in you? You have to be able to show that, and you have to build it up. I mean, you're born with a certain level of self-esteem, but you have to be able to build it up and, not let anybody tear that down, because that's for you. So when you fulfill that, you can move on to self-actualization. Now, this need is not met. It's not really met by a lot of people. It's basically living your life to the fullest potential. Like if you have the full potential to be able to be an astronaut or a lawyer or, Secret Service or whatever, meeting that self-actualization is becoming what you think you can do and living your life to the fullest potential. If you think that you have the potential to be the world's greatest surfer, go for it. Go for gold. Or an Olympic medalist. The Olympics are coming. Like Friday. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the 27th. Awesome.
Didn't know that.
America for the win. All right. Sorry, I'm really patriotic.
She is. We'll get to that later.
Don't mess with my country. Anyways, so basically that's his hierarchy of needs. It's from bottom to top. You have to complete this to move up. Like you have to complete one step to move up to the next step. Because, if you are starving to death, you are not going to worry about making a hut.
It's not going to be on your to-do list at that exact moment.
No, you're going to be worried about making a coconut pie.
But see, the good thing about this is that if Natalie is ever stranded on an island, we will all be very, very confident in the fact that she will know exactly what to do. Because she's thought about it, clearly.
I have, for you guys. Thank you for making me think of these things. Next thing.
Okay.
Sorry.
So the next thing we're going to talk about is intrinsic versus extrinsic motivators. And we kind of briefed on this at the very beginning when she talked about the management theories. But basically, there are two types of motivators in life. And that's things that are intrinsic, or like inside yourself. And then there are extrinsic, which are outside motivators. And basically, I'm going to use the example of a child learning how to play the piano, okay? Or actually two children. Child A really, really enjoys playing the piano. And so they are intrinsically motivated to go and practice playing the piano when they're, learning, and they've gone and they've, done their lesson, and it's in the middle of the week and they're supposed to practice for about 2 hours. Okay, they like playing, so they're going to be intrinsically motivated, or they're going to motivate themselves to go play because they enjoy it. Child B is taking piano lessons because their parents want them to, but doesn't enjoy it. So what happens is that their parents will give them a reward for practicing 1 to 2 hours a week. So if they practice, their full 2 hours, their parents will give them a cookie or candy or money, maybe, if they're a little bit older and can buy things responsibly. But
whatever, you get the point.
You get the point. And
sorry.
Bye.
Just kind of flew out of my hand.
Went over there. But the other thing that you need to remember when you're talking about intrinsic and extrinsic motivators is that generally intrinsic motivators are better for the person. And that also kind of goes back to the management theory, is that when a manager intrinsically motivates his employees, they're more likely to do better than when he offers them outside things, because in the end we are more driven by us feeling satisfactory with ourselves and with what we're doing than we are with getting money. It's just kind of how it works.
And again, the management theory is a theory. It's not exactly 100% foolproof.
Yeah, that's true too. It doesn't work with that.
Just so everything. You know, it's not always 100% true. Okay, are you done?
Yes. Okay. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
So polite.
Oh, thank you. I tried. My mother.
Politeness. It's a good skill.
So yeah. Yep, that's it.
And that's basically motivation.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Please don't die. She fell down. Please don't die. I told my mom no one would die up here.